Welcome to Men's Success TV. Today we're going to be talking about the infinite banking concept. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in the quicksand of debt, can't seem to climb out? Do you dream of financial independence and freedom, but don't know where to start? Well, you're in luck because the infinite banking concept could be the answer you're looking for. Originally coined by Nelson Nash in his book, Becoming Your Own Banker, the infinite banking concept is a financial strategy that involves creating your own personal banking system using a specially designed whole life insurance policy. But why should you care about this concept, and how can it benefit you? For starters, it can give you more control over your finances, help you avoid high interest debt, and potentially allow you to pass down wealth to future generations. In this video, we'll dive deeper into the infinite banking concept, discussing what it is, how it works, the advantages of using this strategy, and how you can get started. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the world of infinite banking together. But first, the information provided in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. Before implementing any financial strategy, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Now let's start with the basics. What exactly is the infinite banking concept, and how does it work? Simply put, the infinite banking concept is a financial strategy that involves creating your own personal banking system using a specially designed whole life insurance policy. With this strategy, you become your own banker, using your insurance policy's cash value as collateral for loans. But how does this differ from traditional banking and borrowing? Well, with traditional banking, you deposit your money into a bank account, and the bank then uses that money to make loans to other customers. In return, the bank pays you interest on your deposit. Meanwhile, if you need a loan, you must apply for it through the bank, and if approved, you'll pay interest on the borrowed amount. In contrast, the infinite banking concept allows you to bypass traditional banks and borrowing altogether. Instead of depositing your money into a bank account, you use a whole life insurance policy as your savings vehicle. The policy's cash value grows over time, and you can borrow against it at any time without having to go through a traditional lender. So what are the key benefits of using the infinite banking concept for financial planning? For one, it gives you more control over your finances. Rather than relying on a bank to approve your loan application or dictate the terms of your loan, you can access your own pool of money and make decisions on how and when to use it. Additionally, the infinite banking concept can help you avoid high-interest debt, which can be a significant burden on your finances. By using your policy's cash value to finance major purchases or investments, you can potentially save thousands of dollars in investment payments over time. Lastly, the infinite banking concept can also provide tax benefits. Since whole life insurance policies are considered tax-deferred, you can potentially save on taxes in the long run. Plus, any interest you earn on your policy's cash value is tax-free, further maximizing your savings. Overall, the infinite banking concept is a unique and innovative strategy for financial planning that can help men achieve greater financial independence and freedom. It allows you to become your own banker, giving you more control over your finances and potentially saving you money in the long run. In the next section, we'll discuss how to implement the infinite banking concept in practice. Now that we understand the basics of the concept, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of how to implement this strategy in practice. The first step is to set up a whole life insurance policy, which will serve as the foundation of your personal banking system. It's important to note that not all whole life insurance policies are created equal. You'll want to work with a knowledgeable insurance agent who specializes in infinite banking to ensure that you're getting a policy that's specifically designed for this strategy. Once you have your policy in place, the next step is to use it to create a pool of money that can be borrowed against at any time. To do this, you want to pay into your policy regularly to build up its cash value. This cash value will then act as collateral for any loans you take out against the policy. One of the key benefits of this strategy is that you can use your policy's cash value to finance major purchases or investments without having to go through a traditional lender. For example, let's say you need to purchase a new car. Instead of taking out a high-interest car loan from a bank, you could borrow against your policy's cash value to finance the purchase. You'll pay interest on the borrowed amount, but the interest rate is typically much lower than what you'd pay on a traditional loan. Another example of how to use the infinite banking concept is to finance a real estate investment. Instead of taking out a mortgage from a bank, you could borrow against your policy's cash value to finance the purchase. You can then use the rental income from the property to pay back the loan and potentially even grow your policy's cash value in the process. Of course, it's important to remember that borrowing against your policy's cash value does come with some risks. If you're unable to pay back the loan, you could potentially put your policy at risk, which could have long-term consequences. That's why it's important to work with a knowledgeable insurance agent who can help you navigate the ins and outs of this strategy and ensure that you're making informed decisions. So the infinite banking concept involves setting up a whole life insurance policy and using its cash value to create a pool of money that can be borrowed against at any time. This strategy can be used to finance major purchases or investments, potentially saving you money on interest payments in the long run. Just be sure to work with the knowledgeable insurance agents to ensure that you're making informed decisions and minimizing risk. Now that we have a good understanding of how the infinite banking concept works and how to implement it, let's take a closer look at some of the primary advantages of using this strategy. One of the biggest advantages is the tax benefits that come with using a whole life insurance policy as the foundation of your personal banking system. The cash value of your policy grows tax-free, which means that you won't have to pay taxes on any gains until you withdraw the money. Additionally, if you borrow against the policy, the interest you pay on the loan is typically tax-deductible. Another advantage is the increased control over your finances. When you borrow against your policy, you're essentially borrowing from yourself, which means that you can set the terms of the loan and repay it on your own timeline. This is in contrast to traditional loans, where the lender sets the terms and can potentially charge high interest rates. Using the infinite banking concept can also help men achieve financial independence and long-term wealth building. By building up a pool of money that you can borrow against, you're essentially creating your own source of financing. This can help you avoid high-interest loans from banks or credit cards and give you more control over your financial future. Additionally, the infinite banking concept can be used to protect assets and pass wealth down to future generations. Because the cash value of your policy grows tax-free, can be borrowed against, you can use it to finance major purchases or investments without depleting your other assets. And if you pass away, the death benefit of your policy can be used to provide financial security for your loved ones. It offers a number of advantages, including tax benefits, increased control over your finances, and the ability to achieve financial independence and long-term wealth building. This strategy can also be used to protect assets and pass wealth down to future generations. It's important to remember, however, that this strategy does come with some risks and requires careful planning and execution. Working with a knowledgeable insurance agent and financial advisor can help ensure that you're making informed decisions and maximizing the benefits of the infinite banking concept. Despite the many benefits of the concept, there's still some common misconceptions that people have about this strategy. Let's take a closer look at some of these misconceptions and why they're not entirely accurate. One common misconception about the infinite banking concept is that it's only for the wealthy. Some people believe that you need to have a large amount of money to start implementing this strategy, but that's simply not true. While it's true that you need to have some disposable income to fund a whole life insurance policy, the amount required is often less than what people assume. Additionally, the strategy can be beneficial for people from all income levels, and it can help them build up a pool of money that they can borrow against for major purchases or emergencies. Another misconception about the infinite banking concept is that it's a scam. Some people believe that the strategy is too good to be true and that there must be some catch. However, this is a legitimate financial strategy that's been around for decades. It's also important to note that the infinite banking concept is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This strategy requires careful planning and execution, and it may take several years before you see significant results. However, if you're committed to the process and are willing to make the necessary investments, it can be a powerful tool for building long-term wealth and achieving financial freedom. The infinite banking concept is a legitimate financial strategy that can be beneficial for people from all income levels. While there are some misconceptions about the strategy, it's important to understand that it's not only for the wealthy, and it's not a scam. By working with a knowledgeable insurance agent and financial advisor, you can set up a whole life insurance policy and use it to build up a pool of money that you can borrow against for major purchases or emergencies. With careful planning and execution, the infinite banking concept can help you achieve financial independence and long-term wealth building. Now that you've learned about the infinite banking concept and its many benefits, you may be wondering how to get started with this strategy. Here are some practical tips for men who are interested in implementing the strategy. Find a reputable insurance provider. The first step in implementing the infinite banking concept is to find a reputable insurance provider who specializes in whole life insurance policies. It's important to work with an agent who's knowledgeable about the strategy and can help you set up the policy correctly. Develop a personalized financial plan. Once you've found a reputable insurance provider, it's time to develop a personalized financial plan that's tailored to your specific goals and needs. Your financial plan should include a detailed budget, a savings plan, and a strategy for using the whole life insurance policy to build up a pool of money that you can borrow against. Be patient and persistent. Implementing the infinite banking concept requires patience and persistence. It may take several years before you start to see significant results, but if you stay committed to the process, you can achieve long-term financial success. Track your progress. It's important to track your progress over time to see how your strategy is working and make adjustments as needed. This may include tracking your income and expenses, monitoring the performance of your whole life insurance policy, and adjusting your budget and savings plan as circumstances change. Be open to adjustments. As your financial situation changes over time, it's important to be open to adjusting your strategy. This may include changing the amount of money you contribute to your whole life insurance policy, adjusting your budget to accommodate changing expenses, or reevaluating your long-term financial goals. We've covered a lot of ground in this video about the infinite banking concept. We defined the strategy and explained how it works, highlighting the key benefits of using this approach for financial planning. We've also addressed common misconceptions and provided practical tips for men who are interested in implementing the strategy. Overall, the infinite banking concept can be a powerful tool for achieving financial independence and long-term wealth building. By using a whole life insurance policy to create a pool of money that you can borrow against, you can gain greater control over your finances and enjoy tax benefits that are not available with traditional banking and borrowing methods. If you're interested in exploring the infinite banking concept further, we encourage you to do your own research and seek professional advice if needed. Again, the information provided in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. Before implementing any financial strategy, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. If you're interested in a unique way to generate wealth, check out the first link in the description. Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Watch another video, and I'll see you there.